as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Desperados of Brooklyn.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Burrow. It's caught. It's Stewart.
Finding room at midfield.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And he's got this down to the 35. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll send Austin in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 14.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now Pickett.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as
third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. Touchdown! T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
But since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
3rd and 4. Now Pickett looking to change things up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
This one into the hands of Will Mallory.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown!
T. Higgins
With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
and the Desperados are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Second down and a yard. Here's Pickett.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Back to throw, Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 42-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown! T. Higgins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Desperados continue to pull away here in this first half. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Smoke Monday.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Burrow. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in there.
Touchdown! T. Higgins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Desperados have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. There he goes again. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Completes it to Austin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Pickett sets up play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Mixon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Desperados 52, Steelers 6. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before. Just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
on third down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's Pickett.
He's got a man complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on...
There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
62. Steelers 38. McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Smoke Monday.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's a run with Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
69. Steelers 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
And, my goodness, another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Brooklyn, the win will move them to 7-2.